Today is Wednesday, April 3rd. What to know about today's expected vote on Capitol Hill and the dangerous space debris putting astronauts at risk. Plus, why Walmart and Google are teaming up, more good news for CBD, and the top baby names of 2019 so far. Welcome to the NewsWorthy. All the day's news in less than 10 minutes. Fast, fair, fun, and on the go. I'm Erica Mandy. Thanks so much for being here. You ready? Let's do this. Today, expect more Mueller talk. House Democrats are set to vote and approve subpoenas for the full, unredacted version of Special Counsel Robert Mueller's report on the Russia investigation. They had demanded to see it by yesterday. That didn't happen. Now it seems President Trump is changing his tune about this. He once said he supports the full report being released to the public, but now the Hill says he's calling it a waste of time. He says there's no collusion and Democrats will never be satisfied. But Democrats say Trump shouldn't mind if he has nothing to hide. And they don't fully trust the 4-page summary from the Trump-appointed Attorney General. Remember, so far, no one but the Attorney General, William Barr, has seen Mueller's full 400-page report. Barr just released that summary about it. The summary says the investigation found Trump did not conspire with Russia and that it also did not exonerate him on obstructing justice. Stay tuned for today's vote on that subpoena and how much of the report will ultimately be released. President Trump still says he's ready to shut down the U.S.-Mexico border if he has to, even with more warnings about the possible economic impact from his own party. NBC News reports top Republican Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said yesterday it would be a financial disaster if the border is closed. Reuters reports it could impact billions of dollars in trade. Auto companies, for example, have said it could shut down their plants within days because they rely on deliveries from Mexico. But ultimately, the president says security is more important than trade. For now, the president wants to wait a few days to see what happens. He called on Mexico to do more to stop illegal crossings at the border. And Mexico has. Apparently, it's been working to make some more arrests at the border. So this isn't over yet. To be continued. British Prime Minister Theresa May says she's willing to cross party lines to try and get a Brexit deal passed. For now, the UK is supposed to leave the EU next week on April 12th, which is already an extended deadline. But many believe leaving without a deal could be chaotic and costly. A divorce deal would be a sort of roadmap for a smoother transition. For months now, May has been trying to get the thumbs up on an exit plan. She negotiated it with the EU, but lawmakers there have not gone along with it. So now, as a last resort, the Wall Street Journal reports May will work with the opposition party to come up with a plan. The Guardian reports the leader of the Labour Party said he's very happy to talk with May. But coming up with an agreement could still be difficult and would have to be done quickly. At the same time, the AP says May could ask to delay the Brexit deadline again to get more time for a deal. Astronauts inside the International Space Station are in a little more danger than usual right now, and NASA is not happy about why. The New York Times reports India ran an anti-satellite test last week. It used a rocket to shoot down its own satellite. But here's the thing, it turned out to be more risky than officials in India claimed, at least according to NASA. NASA says it counted at least 400 pieces of debris from the test, traveling at speeds around 29,000 miles per hour, which NASA says puts the International Space Station and its crew of 6 people more at risk. The International Space Station is basically a research lab in space, and it hosts astronauts from many countries. The debris from the destroyed satellite will eventually dissolve in space, but until then, the risk remains. Former prosecutor Lori Lightfoot will be Chicago's new mayor. She's making history as the first Black woman to lead the city. USA Today says it also means Chicago is now the biggest U.S. city to elect an openly gay mayor. In her victory speech, she said little girls and boys are watching and seeing a city reborn, where it doesn't matter what color you are or who you love. A quick break because April is Autism Awareness Month, and this week's sponsor, Audible, offers a wide variety of audiobooks to help you broaden your knowledge and show your support. Or you can learn more about other topics we talk about here. Remember, the Wall Street Journal says Michelle Obama's memoir is on track to becoming the best-selling memoir in history, and with Audible, you can hear her narrate it. Or listen to books from other political figures, or even just better yourself by listening to books like Brené Brown's Dare to Lead. Audible has the largest selection of audiobooks on the planet right now, and you can always listen on the go from any device. Audible is the best place to listen to the most inspiring minds and the most compelling stories. So get started with a 30-day trial when you go to audible.com/newsworthy or simply text newsworthy to 500-500. That's Audible, AUDIBLE, audible.com/newsworthy or text newsworthy, all one word, to 500-500. Now back to the news. Another potential win for CBD. Now federal regulators are hinting CBD in food and drinks could have some kind of legal future with some regulation. Remember, CBD is a cannabis compound, and when it's derived from hemp, it won't get you high. But some say there are potential health benefits like relieving anxiety and muscle pain. And it's now legal in most states in topical treatments like lotions and sprays. But food and drink is a different story for now. Business Insider says the FDA now says it wants to figure out how to regulate it, and there is a possibility that CBD teas, coffees, and desserts could be sold legally across the country. There will be a public hearing in May. At the same time, CNN says the FDA sent warning letters to 3 CBD companies for false medical claims. The companies claim their CBD products could treat diseases like cancer and Alzheimer's, and that is not the case. It's still Amazon versus Walmart, and both are taking new steps to compete with each other. First, Walmart says it'll let customers order groceries by just asking their Google smart device. It's called Walmart's Voice Order. It'll start over the next few weeks. It will work with any device that has the Google Assistant. Engadget says shoppers just say, "Hey Google, talk to Walmart," and then they can start adding items to their shopping cart. The company is likely trying to compete with Amazon's Alexa. As for Amazon, it just announced another price drop at Whole Foods, which it owns. TechCrunch reports the store will be discounting hundreds of products up to 20%, and CNBC says Whole Foods will also double the number of Prime member deals and discounts. Advanced ticket sales for Avengers Endgame broke records and the internet, or at least the ticket websites. Entertainment Weekly says sites like AMC Theater, Fandango, and Regal Cinemas dealt with technical issues because of the number of people wanting to buy tickets for the movie. Fandango had an hour wait time, and the site says the box office pre-sales record was broken within 6 hours. Company officials say they've never seen anything like it. The movie hits theaters April 26th. But if you haven't already gotten your tickets, you probably aren't seeing it that day. The list of top baby names in 2019 so far is here. Nameberry says Posey is the top name right now for girls, replacing last year's number 1, which was Olivia. For boys, Milo is at the top of the list, replacing Atticus. Nameberry says the list is based on which name pages have gotten the most of the 11 million views so far this year. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening. And a big thanks to those of you leaving reviews on Apple Podcasts. I read them all. And of course, a shout out to the new Newsworthy Insiders. I so appreciate your support, and your Newsworthy swag is coming soon. If you're not an insider yet, just find the link in your podcast app in the episode description or go to thenewsworthy.com/insider. If you want to read more about any of the stories we talked about, go to the homepage of thenewsworthy.com, click episodes, and then look for today's date. You'll find all the story sources and links right there. The Newsworthy is ready for you to listen every weekday by 4 in the morning. I'll be back with more news tomorrow. Have a great day.